It's about how to freestyle with a structure. And you're like, wait, just get everything right. You want me to get a structure in order to freestyle? Yes. Let me just put a side note. I'm also a musician playing guitar for over 18 years, and I can play freestyle improvisation with a guitar with another musician. The way I can do that is that I've learned over 100 scales in salsa combinations, which gave me the confidence to be able to do it. And then when I hear it, I can mix match any way I want. But that is not the point about freestyling. It's not about combinations, it's not about footwork, and it's not even about the height of musicality. And before I get started, yes, I haven't even got started, and we have so much information, and I'd like you to get this information, because dancing is not only about moving your feet and moving your hands. It's also about thinking correctly. All right? And what this video will do to you, it will change the way you freestyle. It will put you into a mold, yes, and then you will break out of that mold. All right? You don't want to modify an engine when you don't know how the engine works first. And also, it has nothing to do if you are on one dance or on two dancer, if you're dancing Colombian, son, classical mambo, moderno mambo, New York, LA. There's just so many things. It's just the way you're going to be changing a few things in order to look better. So let's just get this out of the way and tell me if you agree. If you watched enough salsa videos, freestyle, social dancing, you've noticed that like 3 basic ways people do it. They are like from beginning to end, combination, which I will not disagree in any of them, because, for example, a very good leader that's getting with a very good partner, 3.5 minutes of non-stop combinations, I wouldn't want to watch it again, but I'm going to be very glad that I watched it, because I'm going to be like, holy crap, what was that? Was that a show? Yeah, you could say they're showing off, but that's their level and that's how they dance. A second way would be somewhere in the middle, where you do combinations and let go of the lady and go back to her. And the third and last way would be moving around up and down with the song combination. Well, you know what I mean? Cross-body lead, progressional turns, changing directions all the time, or how long you stay standing put and doing handworks like the Cuban. All right, so even if it's a crossbody or whatever, that has to do with what we're talking about. Now that we are aware about how much, and each one of them, it's how much percentage we put, let's talk about something that we're not going to be talking about the rest of the video. There is in music a mathematical structure of the intro, and then the post-intro, and then the refrain, and in Spanish people call them the mambo part, the martillo part, which is the basic pattern of the bongo. You have the basic tumbao. So you can learn all these things, yes, but I don't really think you should, because in music you can really hear the changes happening. And in my suggestion is that you have to learn as many combinations first as you can to get the confidence when you dance with the lady that you're not gonna run out. And you're gonna pass through that stage of doing a lot of combinations, and then after you've learned them, you're just gonna start saying, okay, there's something else missing. That's your own styling. You're gonna wanna let go of the lady. It's part of it. It's the descarga part, okay? Or the other parts I mentioned. It's where the music changes into a slower or a faster pace, because music goes up and down. It's not always there's very few songs that just go flat and you don't listen to them because they're not very good and pleasant to the ear. So it's very important to think that I'm not going to dance from beginning to end, by my personal opinion, combinations. I will do that only to start with. Then you start letting go of the lady in the parts of the music that change, and you start learning footwork. With your footwork, it doesn't have to be salsa. It can be a little bit of salsa, a little bit of isolations, reggaeton, playing with your hands, doing a limbo, whatever you like, whatever style is in your background. And then find when the music changes again to the next part, from going percussions to the piano, grab the lady again. So here comes the balance, guys, and the structure. Do you want to stay and continuously stay away from your lady? too long. I've seen a video of 30 seconds where they actually hold the lady away and the guy was doing his things. It was amazing from my point of view because I enjoyed the dancer doing musicality. But many people said, why do you let go of the lady for 30 seconds? And it's a little bit true, she had nothing to do but doing her basics. She couldn't follow what the guy was doing. It was very difficult. So guys, you will never let go of a lady that is a beginner or an improver and doesn't know a lot of things. And how do you know? When you let her go and you see she doesn't know a lot, you dance mostly with her in combinations. But again, that takes you to the extreme side of doing too much combinations. And then the salsa will look flat because I'm always doing movements, movements, movements. We're coming to the third and last part of having balance of movement in space. If you do a lot of combinations that have handwork, and you're on the spot and you're always facing this way and you're doing either Cuban or throwing or spinning or anything, or all the time on the same spot, a lot of footstep, if you're doing, Cali style, the eye will get bored. You need to move and progress. That's why we always need about 1.5 square meter or just 1 square meter to dance. All right? So find a balance, not even 50-50, find your own balance of doing something on the spot and progressing the lady with a dilegueno if it's Cuban, with a crossbody lead if it's a crossbody style, and if it's Puerto Rican, again the crossbody lead, and change direction. Make movements while changing directions. Then doing on the spot a few of them. You see, I'm not telling you even what to do. It could be an on the spot turn. And the last and most important advice that I can give you is, there are over 30 styles of salsa. There is the standard styles, Puerto Rican and Colombian, and Cuban, and LA and New York and jazz. There's also R&B, there's also soul. They've mixed a lot of songs. I mean, tell me any song you like. I like strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words. I don't remember this one, it was from Sinatra, and then it was sang from a girl, and then they turned it into a salsa. And Beethoven, the Fifth Symphony, turned into a salsa. So where am I going with this? Try whatever, on 1, on 2, whatever you're dancing on, try to get the feeling of the song. Is it romantic? Is it funky? Is it smooth? Is it with a lot of pausing and it needs power? Learn yourself. I know it sounds difficult. Learn yourself. Teach yourself with the basics first. If it's salsa romantica, dance with your partner and try to do all the moves with more smoothness so you fit to the music. And remember the rules of not staying always on the spot, progressing, moving up and down. But again, not always moving up and down, staying in a little bit on the spot as well, so the eye doesn't get bored of up and down, up and down. Don't do full combinations. Let go of the lady and do some things. And when you do the footwork, communicate with her. Look at her as well. Do a turn towards her and give her a wink and move away. Play with the melody and put yourself in this mold for the beginning. And then each song, because they are different, there's the same structure, but they are in different orders. There are different melodies. There are different instruments. You will have the fun of your life.